My poor VSC sticker I found that kind of works that, there, VSC. Ta-da!
Good morning. These keep getting lost, or it's a yarn shop. There's fuzzies on the back and it doesn't stick anymore. Hello, welcome to the Sun Dragon Sideshow,
the virtual shopping channel edition.
Of the Adventures of Liz and Rebecca.
Yes.
Sorry,
Most dangerous show of the week.
there we go. I'm Rebecca. I'm the owner of Sun Dragon Art and Fiber. I don't know why I stumbled on that. In sunny and hopefully won't rain a lot, but probably will today because it's summer, Brevard, North Carolina.
I'm Liz. I'm the minion there.
Liz didn't get as much sleep last night as she wanted to. So
having a really good night of sleep, and then the power flickered and then went off. And then when it came back on a couple hours later, it flickered. And
that's no fun.
Yeah.
Because then the sounds are all off in the house. And yeah. So somehow this is what life in the mountains is. So it might have been from storms last night or something. I mean, I've seen a lot of reports of trees down in different crazy areas over the past week or two.
Yeah, it was a tree that.
And in my house, there is nothing. I was fine. I usually lose power, I feel like, a lot more in my neighborhood than you do. But like, we'll be on virtual knit night and it will be pouring downtown and there'll be nothing happening at my house and maybe something happening at your house. And
depends on where it's coming from. And
yeah, it's all kinds of crazy. So I'm mildly tired, but I slept okay. My cat woke me up at 4:30 and almost knocked stuff off the table. But that meant that then I had to sleep with the lights on, which I can do, it's just not necessarily the same. So, and then when I got up at 6:30, he's like sprawled at the end of the bed, like, what? Why are you bothering me? It's like, because you bothered me at 4:30. Cats are weird. Yeah. Electricity's weird. Everything's weird.
Everything's weird.
So today's the day. Wednesday is the day that we talk about a yarn that we decide and notion or et cetera, that we put in the online shop and in the regular shop at 15% off if you use the code product of the week with spaces. So product of the, it's 4 words. I don't know how that was hard for me, but it was. This is very full right now, which means I have not drunk enough of my coffee and I've already been to the grocery store. So most of my morning brain energy has been spent. Okay, so product of the week, 4 words, distinct words at checkout will save you 15% on what we will talk about and show off during the show today. I tell people online, please check to make sure it's in the product of the week category, because that is your sign that I have done all the work on the back end. So, but you can always, if you're local, walk into the shop and say, hey, I want to buy the product of the week or one of them or something. But tell us at checkout because we will forget. Okay.
We will.
So yes, we will. So I'm going to start with the Katrinkles stuff. So, and I want to take it out of the package, but it's so nicely sealed in the package in a way that I can't. We got earrings from Katrinkles when we were stocking up for the yarn crawl in May, and they're so adorable. So I would like to alert you to their presence and let you know I will put them in the online shop, and they're absolutely adorable. And if you wear earrings and you knit, these are fantastic. They are focused on knitters. I'm sorry, crocheters. I don't have crochet earrings, but let me show you what they are. I mean, these might work for crocheters if you have the right kind of hook, but let's start with the cute little ones. These are little hearts that
have knitting.
Yes, knit stitches on them. Aren't they so cute? They're so cute. Both of these are dangly. These are a little less dangly. Like, see how they are next to my ears? I want to say these are maybe like a 1/2 inch apart across,
yeah,
to 1 inch, something like that. They're 3/4 of an inch across and 3/4 of it. They're about a 3/4 of an inch. So it's super, super cute. And then these I think are absolutely adorable. They're bigger. Again, I don't know why I put my, I'm a little out of sorts this morning, apparently. ordered food from the wrong place. These are about 1.75 inches long, so they're bigger, right? And they are about 1 inch wide at their widest point. And what I think is really cute about these, they're needle gauges. And I'll hold it up closer. They're needle gauges, but each earring has different stuff on it. So I'm gonna pass these over to Liz to let her explain the sizes and the millimeters that are available on these earrings, so I can text my friend back. And she can also tell you what the prices are on those earrings.
Oh, wow. Okay, so the hearts, the prices on the hearts, we are retailing the Katrinkle small heart earrings for $17.95, 15% off. And the Katrinkles earrings gauge, on one earring, it is a 000, a 0, a 1.5, a 2.5, a 4, and a 6 US sizes. It's a 1.5, 2.0, 2.5, 3.0, 3.5, 4.0 millimeter on the one earring. On the other earring, it is a US 00, a 1, 2, 3, 5, and 7, which in millimeters is a 1.75, 2.25, 2.75, 3.25, 3.75, and a 4.5. So all the not whole or half numbers or millimeters are on one, and yeah, all the others. And the earring hook that sits in your ears on both of them are sterling silver.
Oh, good. Yeah.
So there's no other fancy info on the back.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, that was the other thing. I was hoping you could read stuff on the back. So the earrings, the gauge earrings are for smaller size hooks, needles. I'm a little off this morning. Can you tell?
They do go up to a 7 though.
Up to a 7's okay.
So-
I mean, 8 is like for worsted weight yarn. So it is for more for fashion if you don't work with super teeny tiny needles. But if you're like a sock knitter or you like working with smaller stuff for shawls and things like that, they are functional too. I would totally wear them if I wasn't ripping a mask on and off my face all day. So
the needle gauge ones we are retailing for $24.75.
both of those will be 15% off with the code product of the week. All right, I think they're adorable. It gives me a reason to put them up online. I believe they will be one matrix. There will be one listing online, just Katrinkles earrings, and then use the drop-down menu from the online listing to pick which one you would like to purchase and see what we have left and add it to your cart. There's a disclaimer on the website, and I try to tell you in person too here. Clicking on the photos to see what they look like will not change the selection that goes into your online cart. You must use the drop-down menu. It's one of the quirks of our point of sale system. So, all right. The yarn that we're putting on sale is one I worked with this morning that I really love for summer. We're trying to stick to some of the more summery things. Potentially, this could be used for the Montana bag. The Montana bag is written for worsted weight. I think this could function for the Montana bag. It's a little softer and squishier. Like, it's got a different construction than some of the other cottons, but I think it would hold up for the bag as well. If you didn't want to use like a fuzzy wool type thing for the bag. So, this is not the yarn. This is a different yarn, but this is the Montana bag, our July crochet along. So, what do we got, Liz?
We have Jody Long Coastline. It is a luxurious Italian cotton and linen blend.
Does it say luxurious on the label?
It does.
Okay, cool then. That means it's true. It's fun. It's a fun yarn. Okay, keep going.
So stats, it is 33% cotton, 28% viscose, 27% nylon, and 12% linen. You get 218 yards per 100 grams. It's machine washable. I lay flat to dry. They're recommending a US 9 needle or a eye hook, which is the same thing, same millimeters. It's 5.5. Yeah.
Yeah. You ended right when I took a sip of coffee, so I couldn't pick up and keep going. What are we
Sorry.
retailing it for?
We are retailing it for $17.95.
$17.95 per ball. How many yards on it?
200 and
You might have said this and
18.
I was sipping coffee, so I wasn't paying attention. 218. So it's about the yardage you would expect on a worsted weight. It's I would put it as a worsted to a light chunky because it's asking to be knit on a 9 to let it be squishy. Like it's so much squishier knitting with it than feeling it in the ball. Like this feels okay, but maybe a little sturdy. And when you knit with it on a 9, it's just squishy. It's really great. I have been having so much fun with it in that I'm making this Faded Diamonds Cardigan. Let's see if I can hold this up. I'm making this cardigan.
You are getting so far
I'm getting so far on it, but I haven't worked on it in like a month until last night. I had to figure out where I was, and then I'm busting out the rows because knitting on a size 9 needle after knitting with size 0s is like wee. So this is the Faded Diamonds Cardigan. Like the diamonds, there are more diamonds added in as you go down. It's super fun. I will put the link in the description. And I want this to be a cardigan I can throw on to go outside for when it gets rainy and cold and everything during the summer, because a cardigan made out of wool will feel fuzzy and hot against your skin with warm temperatures. But this will feel a little cooler on your skin, but still keep you toasty when it gets cold out. That's what I'm loving about this. The yarn is really fun. I'm gonna hold this a little closer so you can kind of see great stitch definition. As someone was mentioning on Knit Night last night, because of the cotton stuff in it, if you knit with something, a large enough needle so it's not tight, it has really good drape. It's got what I was originally describing as like a cotton core with this sheath over it of interwoven kind of delicately, there's a little bit of funky texture going on, but not enough to throw off your stitch look, to the outer sheath of it. And I've tried to, like, sometimes with wool and stuff, I'll break it in my hands instead of cutting it. I've tried that with this. You can. And the outer sheath will break and the inner core will be like, and so I don't think it's just cotton, or if it is, it's wound together.
Probably got the nylon
in a really interesting way. Yeah. So they're hanging the tarp up in some fashion. We're getting distracted by things outside. So, anyway, it's really cool. And I love this color. This color's been discontinued, unfortunately. So we might have maybe 3 skeins of it left.
I see 2 more over there.
Mm-hmm. And so, of course, I didn't know that when I started this. I had started something out of this colorway when the yarn first came in. And so I frogged it to make this cardigan. And what's the color name for that?
Seaweed.
Seaweed. It's a lovely color. Did they stop making it? I don't know why.
It's
so
a pretty green.
We do have random amounts of all of this yarn right now. We might bring in some new colors, but probably not in time for the sale this week. It's some of these actually have like 2 tones to the color, and some just have a light dark of the same color to them. Yeah. I know we've talked about it on the sideshow before, but it's coming back through the rotation. So seaweed, we have very little left. I want to say this cardigan is going to take me 5 or 6, something like that. With 218 yards on it, you'll need 2 to 3 if you want to make the Montana bag. So other colors we have shell. This is colorway number 1.
Have like 3 of those too.
We might be low on that too. What I can, I'll reorder as I can. So of the neutrals, we have shell, and it's a really nice cream color with a little bit of a sandy look to tones of it. What do you got?
Sea foam.
Sea foam. That's not seaweed, but that is a lovely, like, sea glass.
It's very similar to the sea glass that I'm working with from Fiber Spates, but it's not as tonal. Like it's more of a solid.
Yes. I mean, all of them, they have some tones to them, but it'll be very regular. Like it's like you're not going to get different colors and different stitches. The core of it has these flecky things going on so that every stitch will have little bits of both colors if it's got 2 colors in it. The sea foam really is almost like a sea glass mint green combo kind of thing. It's a cool light green in a way. Here. Oh, in and out. All right. The other, I think this is the only one we have at this guy. Again, we'll reorder if we can. If you want more than what we have in stock, you're gonna have to contact the shop and we can discuss it. So this one is Pebbles, and it's more of kind of a taupey clay color. I really like this one too. For neutrals, fantastic. If you wanted to do something striped, that would be super wonderful since we don't have a lot of it in stock right now.
This one is Shark, and it has like
That's one of my favorites.
a shark color gray with a blue, but it's like
a steely blue kind of.
steely blue, and it's alternating like super. You're gonna have to stand up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shark is really fun.
Yeah.
Again, it's almost a neutral. It's like a blue neutral, and it's darker.
Yeah.
So this I think is one of, I would say, okay, so anything you're thinking about making that's like worsted weight and you want something that's not wool, this, I'm probably going to recommend this if you walk into the shop as an option. Limited color palette, they're changing it up. We haven't brought all the new colors in, but it's a really good option if you want the stitch definition like a wool, but you don't like you might have a wool allergy or something else as well. I think this one's been discontinued, but it's cute. It's called Flip Flop.
Yeah.
And it's kind of a raspberry color. And then the lighter one is kind of like almost a light lavender. That's Flip Flop. So
this one is Deep Ocean, and it's like a deep blue and a medium blue.
It's a nice rich blue though.
It is.
If you want a darker blue that's not navy. Yeah. It's closer to like a royal blue.
Yep.
But again, there's tones in it. This is Living Coral. This one might have been discontinued too. I'm not sure. But Living Coral, it's coral. It's a really nice coral color with lighter and darker shades of coral. Super cute. I think they might have replaced this with a different orange that we just haven't brought in yet. So we have the original palette and they're shifting the palette every year, basically.
This is Octopus.
That's one of our new ones, the shark and octopus. I don't know. He started naming things after animals, but the shark and octopus are the newest additions to the color palette the last time that we added to it.
And it's a darker medium purple and almost like a lavender, darker lavender mix.
It's a really nice, robust
really
purple. It's really super cute. This is Beach Hut, and it's a pinky red. It's not a dark, vivid red. It's more of like a strawberry, I would say, like a faded strawberry. Beach Hut. I mean, think about those red, like beach awnings that have been out in the sun for a while. So
this is Sandcastle, and
it's a nice medium yellow, like
it's a nice
that daffodil yellow we talked about before, right?
There isn't much. I mean, if you look close enough, there could be a little bit
There's
of variation.
A little bit of like, it's really subtle.
Yeah.
I feel like with the same thing with the sand dollar, or if that was the one it was called.
The seafoam.
No, the white, the
The
creamy
white, yeah.
That's
and
down in here.
Yeah.
This one is very like subtle. Shell. Sorry. Can't remember the names. That's what we have a system for, to remember it for us. So yes, so we've got, oh, look at you being all cute with the setup there. Yes. Yeah. Kind of. So we have knitting earrings on sale this week. And we have Jody Long Coastline. We have a few Jody Long yarns in the shop, and Coastline is just, it's fun and different, but I think really fun to work with. It works very well for both crochet and knit. And I think it's really fun. We have crocheters who do the amigurumi, little animals and stuff, and they've used the Coastline for it. So good stitch definition. I think we're gonna kind of just wrap up for today and come back tomorrow. Since we lost track of time yesterday, we're gonna try not to do that today and be ready maybe a little ahead of the game, so we can come to you full blown tomorrow and do our Dear Becky and Lizzy. And I don't know if we have any questions this week.
So far,
it's
I
like
do not.
it's like it rains, it pours, or it's a dry spell, and that means we get to talk about whatever we want. I will theorize on that. But if you would like us to digress philosophical on something you wanted us to talk about, then shoot an email over to my minion,
Liz at sundragonartandfiber.com.
I try not to say Liz first because I don't want it to get confused with your email. So email Liz, and you can always write us a letter, but that won't get to us this week. That'll get to us a different time. And let's see what else. We have a little bit of room left in our Papillon class on Saturday. If you're local and want to come to that, it's a 2-part class, the 9th and the 23rd. I'm trying to think of what else. Subscribe if you haven't already. If you're enjoying this channel, it helps the algorithms know that we are important to someone and should be shown to other people so more people can discover us. And so and watch us and ask questions and just learn fun things and see the cool stuff that we're working on and creating. And we're almost to 1,090. We're closing in on that. Last time I checked, it was 88. So it's like it wavers and hovers and doesn't go, and then it's like wee, and then yeah. We have, if you'd like to support the work that we do with a monthly donation, you can go over to patreon.com/sundragon. And over there, when you pick the level you want to contribute, after 3 months, they send you swag. Really cool. Like I have a coffee mug at home that we can't bring in right now. We can't bring in Sun Dragon coffee mugs here because you have to order a ridiculous number to get any kind of like cost benefit to not have to charge you guys like $50 for a coffee mug. And we don't have a place to store a billion coffee mugs. So, you know, stuff like that. So you can get things there. And at the very least, if you'd like to, just give us a thumbs up, put a comment underneath, that kind of thing. All of that helps the YouTubes know that, you know, somebody likes us. So we will see you tomorrow. And until then, I hope you have some time to craft. I only had a little bit of time to craft last night because the cat was on me most of the night.
Hey, I have to start.
Start what?
I have to start looking for the right color yarn
For what?
my Impasa Papillon.
Oh. Do you want to talk about that today or tomorrow?
Yeah.
That can be
That's
a ooh, we should watch tomorrow to find out what she's talking about. Impasa Papillon. You guess what you think that is and write it down and put it in an envelope. And then after tomorrow's episode, open it back up and see if you were right.
Well, I talked about it yesterday. And
Did
then,
you?
Yeah.
On
just
camera?
a bit. Yeah. And then Marin and I floated.
Oh, she
ideas.
wanted you to do beads.
I know she wanted me to do beads, but that was because she was thinking how to make it even more
Because
Impasa.
she wants to make it. No. Anyway, we have to go. We will talk to y'all. We'll leave it with that cliffhanger.
Dun, dun, dun.
And we will talk to you tomorrow. Okay.